Welcome everyone to Midwest Tree ID. On this channel, it is my mission to help you learn an abundance of trees that grow right here in the Midwest, and some key features on how to identify them. There's just one thing to clarify before we begin. We're not going to be throwing hatred or ridiculing any of the species that we're going to be talking about. But we do, however, want to encourage thoughtful conversation in the comments about personal experiences and things like that. Please try to remember that everything has value and that we are here to enjoy nature and everything it has to offer. So without anything else, let's jump right in. Hey guys, thanks for joining me. Today we are at Lincoln Square Mall in Urbana, Illinois, and we're talking about Pinus bungeana today, the lacebark pine, another really cool pine and very, very unique and rare pine to find in the landscape. And we'll show you why in just a little bit. Now, the lacebark pine is going to have rather short, somewhat soft, somewhat stiff needles. They are in bunches of 3, and they're going to be about 1.5 to 2 inches long. And they're going to be on these very, very flexible, small, thin branches. As you can kind of see here, you can kind of bend this any which way you want. Now, I don't have any cones of this species, so I'm not going to really talk too much about the cones today. But we will go ahead and talk about the bark, which is the feature that makes them so unique, and we'll talk about the habit as well. So look at that bark. That bark had a really neat almost camouflage pattern on it of some whites, greens, and grays, and even some hints of orange and yellow in there as well. And that's going to pretty much persist, especially on the older growth. Kind of see it a little bit starting to kind of form here on some of the younger growth, but that is definitely much more consistent on this tree throughout the whole system. Now, this tree typically does maintain a fairly good pyramidal, almost rounded shape. It'll round out a lot more as it gets older. And typically, what you find with this tree is it can be multi-stem, which means it's got multiple trunks at the base, allowing it to not be quite as pyramidal and uniform as what you're seeing on this specimen here. This specimen is not typically ideal for parking lot situations, as it's not really great for salt, and you can see some of the branches up in there in this area are starting to turn a little bit yellow. They should green back up once we get some rain and some warmer weather. The lacebark pine is another one of our pines that's going to be predominantly native to parts of Europe and areas in Asia. And that's pretty much going to do it for us on this one. Thanks for joining me, and we will see you guys next time.